I'm in the cemetery in Camden on Haddon Avenue. Directly opposite is a school that was opened about 10 years ago. Charter school. This looks like a recent death here. Oh dear. So, heading towards the Veterans Cemetery at Harleigh. And here's someone who died 4 years ago and is fondly remembered. So we're right next, this is the office for this is actually, Harleigh Cemetery is still an active cemetery, clearly. And we're right next to what was called the Lady of Lourdes Hospital that was opened by nuns from New York who decided that Camden needed a decent hospital. It was sold to a huge hospital chain. So it isn't a Catholic Church hospital anymore. But it was when the Pope came in 2015. And everyone in the hospital was so excited about the Pope coming to Philadelphia. So here's a important person, Harry O. Bond, with his family, I guess. B. Okay. It's always interesting how much money gets poured into graves. Now over there, that is Walt Whitman's grave, mausoleum. Walt Whitman lies there, as do his family members. There's a whole lot more mausoleums too. Walt Whitman was a very famous American poet. And I came here because of the water. I've seen ducks and geese there previously. Look, there's an active section over there. Oh, looks like a very recent grave. Oh my. I guess they're starting to use this and that section too. Look at that, there's a new grave right there. So I guess grave plots are opening up. Good to know. These are the old ones. When Camden was a very wealthy city, it was the Silicon Valley of America. Before everyone went west. Yeah, I can't get down there, can I? No, I don't think so. Well, not really. I don't want to risk it. I do not want to be the next occupant of Harleigh Cemetery. It's always interesting walking around cemeteries, especially for me, who's never been to a funeral or seen a grave of anyone that I've been related to. So it's all very academic for me. Clearly people have died, but I've never been anywhere near them when they died. Or wasn't in a situation to come to funerals. I wasn't even told when my husband died. The nurse from the hospital I had recently connected with, she called and told me, but I wasn't told anything about who was doing the funeral, what was happening to his body. Well, I have no idea what he thought they did with him. So I'm walking towards the grave of Father Michael Doyle, and his protege, who was the haiku king. And I've written about them before. Michael Doyle died about four years ago. He was this dynamic Irish priest who ran a Catholic church in Camden and never found an opportunity not to be arrested. He was a fierce activist for human rights. I don't know what happened, but I don't see any ducks or geese. I was hoping they'd be all over the place. And there we are. There it is. It's the Haiku King's Memorial. A lily out of water, out of itself. Also his grave of his brother who was killed in Vietnam. Or a memorial to him, anyway. So the story was Michael Doyle bought 3 burial plots when the Haiku King died. And one of them was for himself. You know, all his activism, all his good work, all his work as a Catholic priest, it seems to me he was most proud of mentoring this young man and encouraging him with his haiku. Now, 2 of my friends from Quaker meeting, they drove him to Washington to be interviewed on a television station. And when he was there, he died. And they brought his body back in the car. Nicholas Virgilio, that's his name. And here we are. This is Michael Doyle. Poet priest. Give me nicely, give me an old lump of stone, unhewn and weather-beaten, to stand upon the place I lie, big enough to sit upon, and small enough for tired feet to touch the ground. There, small children jumps will be safe on summer afternoons. Cut my name on the north side, where the sun seldom stops to shine. Cut it deep, where the rain can run and drops can hide. No, it's so hard to see. I think I came here today to clean this. And here we are. This is his gravestone. Priest, pastor, poet. It's a terrible day. Thanks be to God. Camden 28.